Bonjour, Kinamagi Nene Ireland Indigenous coming live from the beautiful sunny tropical beaches of Old Water Lake with this week's episode of our Week at a Glance featuring week 32. I'll again begin in our Google Classroom stream page. This is where students can access all of this information, good organizational tool for this video. Students can access their Google Classroom outside of school using your Android or Apple device by downloading the Google Classroom app and logging in with their @sagchipschool.net email. Some of the things highlighted here is we have our book fair coming. We'll show you real quick that video or that link. There is an online version, an e-wallet. Information for this is coming home here on Thursday. So you have a little bit of opportunity to look at it before it starts, but you can make purchases here by setting up an e-wallet as well. And that way you don't have to worry about sending money to the school. Always a good thing. Otherwise you might get 47 erasers instead of that awesome book. The book fair itself will be April 10th to the 15th during school. It will be open during parent-teacher conferences, and on April 15th, that's a Saturday, you can come down here and shop from 12 to 3. We also have some more links that I'll show you here in just a minute. And down here, behind the April breakfast and lunch menu, we have a parent video yet from Mount Pleasant. I strongly encourage parents, if you're going to send your student or might send your student to Mount Pleasant, that you send back those yellow folders. If you need more information or need a new one, please let me know and I'll see what I can do for you. I pass those enrollment forms on to our K-12 advocates who will get them over to Mount Pleasant Middle School. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and I can find the information you need. And you can also see our school calendar, which has an adjustment coming up we'll talk about here in just a second. We'll bounce right into that newsletter. And this is where I was just talking about the parent video. You could click right there from this attached document that'll be in the video or the email of this video. Parent-teacher conferences are next week. They are Wednesday and Thursday. Your students are coming home with a scheduled time. If that time doesn't work, please reach out to me. I know there's some openings on Wednesday yet. That would be the best day. I can give you some possible times. If you're going to make a switch, I prefer that it be into Wednesday versus into Thursday. But admittedly, on Wednesday, I have to call for jury duty. So I want to make sure that I get to meet with all of you in person. I do encourage students to attend. This conference is kind of an overview of where we're at and where we need to go in the fourth quarter and to discuss that transition into middle school. If there's something that you privately need to talk to me about, we will have chairs set up. They could step out for just a moment if necessary, but these conferences are more for the students than they are for you or I. Those days will be noon dismissals. Lunch will be served. Student normally goes to the gym after school. They should be picked up here at the academy at noon. I've mentioned the book fair already. And then also next Friday, we'll be taking a trip to Shepherd Middle School. And this is our Friday for the month, just like we did the Mount Pleasant Middle School, except we will be having lunch at the school. So I encourage you not to bring cold lunch that day. Because I don't know about how easy it'll be to walk it around the Shepherd Middle School building. We'll get a chance to tour the school. Students will be able to ask questions and then come back to you and you can make those decisions on where your student will be attending this fall. You can see what we're learning and we have our language corner. It's pretty straightforward back page. Some things that aren't in this week's but are coming. We have a fundraiser coming up. There's a note on this one coming home today. If you happen to be dining in or to go at the Texas Roadhouse here in Mount Pleasant on April 18th from 3 to 10, it's $10 donation night. Present the flyer. and you will have 10% of your total food purchases donated here to the academy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, looking at those buns and that, cinnamon butter, I'm suddenly hungry again, even though lunch was like an hour ago. Thanks for that. Also the library, and this was a tribal email, you can do the one seed, one state by visiting the main tribal library that's located at the old tribal ops building on the corner of Leighton and Broadway. I'm going to the library. You can get the Grand Rapids lettuce. Harvest in 45 days, easy to save seeds. Check it out. Finally, we have our week in a glance document, and there is no school on Monday. As you should remember, there is no school here on Friday, the 7th either. It's technically a wellness day, and Monday is a tribal holiday for Easter Monday. Enjoy some extra time this weekend. And have a little fun, and then come back ready to work on Tuesday. We'll be reading about plate tectonics and the Zoo of Extinct Animals, and we're going to continue our biographies whenever we can here. Students have been doing some research. They got to choose the person, learning about citations and why we do it, and picking from multiple sources. So pretty good deal. Math, we're continuing with measurement. Science will be on the mystery 2. I think we're likely to move that assessment up to Thursday with the field trip on Friday. And then continuing on with our math review and enrichment, I have to squeeze in some things that we didn't complete this week. We've been doing a spiral assessment, so we can kind of see where our students are with still some time before the end of the year and before the NWEA test to tighten up some loose edges here. You can see there's not a lot with web. Kind of a short week. The words their way are the same words from this week. ST Math, Read Words, Duolingo, kind of going with it. Small groups, there's a whopping 1 day of small groups. Don't expect to do a whole lot with our smaller groups either, just due to the fact that we have 2 half days and then a Friday where we're going to be gone for part of the day. So on Tuesday will be it for that. I know there's a lot of things in here. I apologize that I look a little bit dark in this video. I turned off one light because I resembled the old 80s TV characters, the Coneheads. So the shining light, it was messing with the Zoom background. Oops. Hope everyone has a great extended weekend, 4-day break. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please always consider reaching out to me at mireland@segchip.org or mireland@segchipschool.net. I look forward to seeing our students back here on Tuesday for another great week and seeing you all for parent-teacher conferences. If by chance there is no possible way that you can make it in, please do still reach out to me to see if we can find it on another day or an after school or potentially via phone or via Zoom. I can set up a Zoom and email you that information if you need me to. No problems at all. If you're a part of our after school program on Mondays and Wednesdays, we will not be having that this week coming up because of no school on Monday and a half a day on Wednesday. And then we'll be picking up after the next week with some more learning. So I hope everyone has a Minogizhigat. Minwa, Pamapi.